Welcome back. In the previous part, we found some newly born kitties. They were quite lovely. We also investigated on Luke, who had fallen victim to the coma situation that's currently going on. So now, as we've done everything else, let's return to the Bracer Guild. Good work with the investigation. How's the questioning going? Pretty well, I think. We've heard from the families of everyone who's been affected, but I think we're ready. Alright, let's call everyone together and compare notes on what we've discussed. I see. It sounds like your investigation went well. The testimonies of those close to the affected is particularly interesting. There seems to be at least one common thread among all of them. Yeah, that's... the time did shift a little bit. Not everyone heard the bell, so it's got to be no witnesses. Yes, exactly. The one commonality between all 4 testimonies is that there were no witnesses to anyone collapsing. At all. I get it. They were put to sleep when they were alone, is what you're saying. In that sense, the fog begins to make sense. It's hard to see anything when vision is this poor. A demon that devours the souls of its victims, unseen by others, shrouded in fog. Horrific image, to be sure, but one which fits our antagonists perfectly. Scary. Thanks for the nightmare fuel, Olivier. In that case, we do have some useful testimony on the identity of our demon. Yes, the sound of a bell and a woman robed in black. I'd say it's safe to say both of them are related to our slumbering citizens. The problem is, though, Lisa is the only one who saw a woman in black. Maybe it's just a coincidence? I very much doubt that. You have to remember what happened at the place the woman was seen. Oh. It was, trying to recall, it's like around where Luke was? Luke was? Yes, exactly. The black-robed woman was leaving the clock tower, and that would be where Pat found Luke. Yeah, there's no way that's a coincidence. That woman in black is, there's no question now, as an enforcer skulking around in the mist here in Roland. Son of fog from an unknown source and people collapsing into comas would be our phenomena then. And the sound of that bell is the message. At least we know the nature of our foe now. I'm going to contact the other branches, especially Elnan, and let them know our situation. What do you plan to do? It's almost certain that there will be more attacks on the citizenry. We need to spend the night patrolling. Yeah, I'm up for that. If we do it in shifts, we should be able to rest a little too. We shouldn't worry about that. Huh? Leave the night patrol to us guys. We'll go home and get some rest. But wait. It's a good idea, Estelle. You look dead on your feet. And I know this has been draining for you. Take Chloe and Tita home with you, and you 3 get some rest. But... okay, I will. Sherazade. We're acting like we're talking about someone else. Like I said, leave the patrol to us guys. What? It's not really about gender, mind. You've been working yourself as raw as Estelle on this case all day. Let us handle things for tonight. You go rest. Now, just a minute. I'm a B-rank bracer. I don't need my hand held like some... Shara, do not look a gift horse in the mouth, Your words protest your lack of weariness, but your body language states otherwise. Is it not also the responsibility of a bracer to stay rested and ready to act? Triple dot. Very well. Shara. Agate. Zin. Be careful out there, alright? Leave it to us. Well, remember, you guys better be ready for action tomorrow morning. The high moon weaves gossamer threads through the mist. We should rest well. Well then, Estelle, lead on to your home. Why exactly are you coming with us, Olivia? Fear not, my sweet. Olivia Lenheim is a perfect gentleman who would never overstep his bounds, especially in a gathering of lovely ladies such as this. Nay, my purpose is merely to protect you. Olivia, I think we'll be alright, really. We'll be protected alright. Once I tie you to a mattress and throw you in a river, that is. Hey, idiot. What are you doing out here? We need to figure out who will be on patrol and when. What? Oh, Agate. The muse of comedy touches you. Did you not say that you and Zin would handle the patrol? No, I said leave it to us guys. Last I checked, that includes you. But I could be wrong. Come on. Get inside. Agate, wait a moment. Do you not realize that a gathering such as this is no common occurrence? I'll enjoy it enough for the both of us, just let me go. Yeah, you get inside, come on. Farewell, Olivia. Well, that's probably the best way to domesticate Olivia. On the whole. How the heck can he not show any, tension or anything in our predicament, though? It's hard to tell, sometimes, whether he's joking or really serious. I'm pretty sure he was 100% serious. Yes, but probably about the protecting you, that's the situation there. Like, we know how he is probably is actually thinking that way. One way or another, though, he's, about influence on Tita, yeah. And I kind of feel sorry for Olivia, though. Shara? It's nothing. As much as I despair to borrow his words, he did have a point. We should call it a night soon. Yeah, that's true. Okay, Tita, Chloe, follow me. I'll show you guys the way. Oh, it's adorable. What's that? A door? What? Oh, sorry to wake you, Tita. I'm just gonna make sure I locked up properly, okay? I'll be right back, so you just snuggle up and get back to sleep, okay? Okay. Get back soon, Estelle. Oof. She's so cute. Must fight cheek-pinching urges. Actually, that would be kind of cruel, so let's not. I thought she was still gonna do it. Like, pinch. Okay, gotta calm down. Probably just Shara or Chloe. Best to double check the beds and locks, though. Tita looks like an angel as she sleeps. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Anything on the book? Look at the little slippers she's got on. Adorable. Adorable. Zeds? Well, she's out like a broken light. She really freaked out when I told her she'd be sleeping in Joshua's room. Really kind of adorable. There. Or should I... Chloe. We'll both do our best, okay? Chloe's expression is peaceful as she sleeps. The fog's still really crazy. It's so dense. Anyway, let's check the first floor. Can you miss that scene? Someone let me know. Is That little moment there. Huh? The bed is still warm. Where on earth would Shera go at this hour? The door is locked. Triple dot. Shera? Oh, Estelle, is something wrong? I heard a sound and got up to check it out. Thought it might be you. It was. I'm sorry. Being able to wake when you sense the slightest change in your environment. Now you're acting like a proper bracer. Well, I don't know about that. I think I'm just nervous. I've got a lot on my mind and I feel kind of confused. I see. So hey, are the cards showing you anything? Let's take a look. Death. The inverted emperor. Mercy, empathy, trust, difficulty, inexperience, and uncertainty regarding your enemies. Well, I don't really get how one card can have that much meaning. What do you mean by uncertainty regarding my enemies? I didn't draw that card for you, Estelle. Sounds like you think some of that does apply to you, though. This wouldn't have anything to do with what you spoke with Mr. Burns about, would it? Oh, I'm sorry, Estelle. I'm really not trying to rush you. I do think getting it off your chest would help, though, once you're ready. Shera, do you have a few minutes? Honey, you're practically my little sister. You have all my minutes. That's what older sisters are for. Oh, Shera. Could you take a look at this? Estelle handed Dorothy's photograph to Shera. A photo? What in... Well, this answers one question at least. I can see why you've been so distracted. Yeah. I bet he's with them as a front of sorts for whatever clandestine work he's doing. Yes, I see. With them, he can do the sorts of things he couldn't easily do if he was having to maintain a brace's face. I wonder what his goals are, though. Shera, aren't you just a little bit surprised? To be completely honest, I was expecting far worse. I remember hearing that soldiers attacked during the bandit raid were simply knocked unconscious. Unconscious. Not killed. I'm certain Joshua's skill had a lot to do with that. Yeah, that's true. Getting caught on film was a bit careless of him, though. I should have been better of a student of mine. Well, to be fair, it was Dorothy who took it. Sometimes I swear it's like the hand of the goddess is guiding her pictures or something. She does seem to be possessed of the camera of miracles, yes. So, Shera, should I hand this photo over to Aina or Elnan? As a rule, bracers only have one obligation. That is, to come to the aid of civilians who are unjustly harmed, and to prevent such acts whenever possible. So let me ask you, is Joshua a danger to the citizenry? Will he work with the Kapuas to bring terror to Liberl's skies? No, he'd never do something like that. Then you have exactly zero obligation to report anything. And I see no reason to say anything either, as I, too, am confident Joshua presents no danger. Ultimately, it comes down to whether you believe in Joshua or not. Or is that actually an ongoing question? I do believe in him. I do trust him. I'm just so worried. He's out there somewhere, and I don't know where, and he's got these cold, unfeeling eyes. Looks like he doesn't care what happens to himself. Just want to talk to Dad and try to get Joshua put into protective custody or something. Estelle. But then, what did I do all this for? Wasn't this all because I wanted to bring Joshua back myself? But then maybe I'm just being a selfish little girl. And yeah, Once I get this far in, the headache sets in. I see. I wouldn't worry, Estelle. You're coming to an answer in your own way. I wouldn't fret. What do you mean? From the sound of it, you have a fairly good grasp of your feelings on this. All you've lost sight of is what you want to actually do. You'll find the answer you need if you take it one step at a time. I know you will. Sure. You already seem a lot calmer now than when you got off the airship. You certainly seem to know what you need to do right now, at least. Yeah, that's true. When I heard that Elise's mom and Luke had both collapsed. I actually felt kind of motivated, you know? Like, can't sit around in my own little rain cloud. My own problems seemed to fade into the distance a little after that. Yeah, great. I think I sound like a vapid, flighty pom. I don't know about that, though you're definitely cute enough to be a pom. I do think you should keep moving forward. You always solved your problems best by putting one foot in front of the other, without stopping. Thanks, Shara. Now I sound like a charging rhino-cider, not a pom. Still, really, thanks. I think I kind of see the answer in the distance now. I hardly did anything special. Anyway, Joshua's doing pretty well for himself now, isn't he? Never thought he and that bandit girl would be a match, but they are cute together. Great, now you're getting in on that? We don't know if there's anything going on there, you know. Oh, you think not? She is a very strong-willed, boyish sort of girl. And yet beneath that, there is a sort of deeply buried sense of refinement to her. Sounds like just the kind of girl Joshua would snuggle tenderly with. Shara, did you become a perverted old man while I wasn't looking or something? The fog seeped into your brain, didn't it? As they overcome perils together, the soil will become fertile with affection. Oh, but Estelle, why are you worried? If someone steals Joshua away from you, all you have to do is take back your man. Bright versus Kapua, a struggle to the death. Note to self, never talk to Shara about anything in the future. At all. Ever. I'm joking, Estelle, really. Still though, if you want to worry about Joshua, that would be the thing I'd worry about more in your shoes. You two are at the age, after all. Oh, believe me, I'm plenty worried on that front too. Like there's Chloe for starters. Nothing, I totally said nothing. Anyway, even despite it all that even, I'm actually a lot calmer now. I think I'm going to go back to bed. Are you going to stay up, Shara? No. I won't be too long in getting back to bed myself. Agatha and the others had a point about getting some rest. That's true. What is it? Shara, is there something you're worried about? Well, a little, perhaps. Give me a day or two, Estelle. We can talk about it then. Well, okay. Promise I won't worry about it too much then. Just keep your own advice in mind, okay? Don't drive yourself crazy or anything. Don't worry. I've got a bothersome little sister to handle all the crazy in my life. Ugh. Well, good night, Shara. Good night, Estelle. Just stood there. The inverted emperor. Mercy. Empathy, trust, difficulty, inexperience, and uncertainty regarding your enemies. Losing sight of what you want to do. I wonder who I was really talking about. It's that bell again. It's a new day, everyone. Oh, is it me or is it denser than yesterday? Yes, it's definitely getting worse. Hope Agatha and the others are okay. At this point, good question. If it was just a patrol, I'm kind of worried. Let's get to the guild house. We should be able to hear about last night, along with anything else. Good idea. Wonder if there's I doubt there's anything going on inside, is there? Let's return back to town then. Back to the loud, pompous music here, rather than the calming music that makes my voice go calmer for some reason. Strange. Okay, so... see, it's there again. It's there again. Morning. Good morning. Ah, good morning. There you are. You slept well last night, I hope? Yeah, thanks. Definitely recharged my batteries. While not necessary, the extra rest was appreciated. Thanks to you, too. The night patrol wasn't too rough, I hope? Thank you for doing that. Not at all. We slept in shifts, so we're fine. Of course, there's one of us still passed out at the hotel. I'm guessing you mean Olivier. Oh, so he really did his part last night. That he did. And stop complaining, but I think some of it was just for show. He did his job well. Well, we'll be sure to thank him later then. So, what's the situation? Did anything happen overnight? The night patrol may have been a good idea, because we've heard no reports of people collapsing, no new reports. Okay. But it's as we feared. All of yesterday's victims are still out cold, and still completely unresponsive. Oh man. That's awful. Also, do we know of any changes to the dense fog? I swear it's denser than it was yesterday, but at this point I'm not sure I trust myself to make a judgment. No, it's definitely getting thicker. Not only that, but we do have reports of the size of the cloud expanding as well. The entirety of the Malga Trail is now blanketed, all the way to the mine entrance apparently. Really? Crap. This gets much worse. Keeping people safe will be impossible. Well, it's not all bad news. Between the reports from us and others, the Royal Army's agreed to dispatch 2 full squads here. They'll take over the defense of the city proper. Really? Sweet. Yes. They'll be coming from Bose over the Vert Bridge. That'll be a relief. If the army can take care of the city, that leaves us free to investigate the entire region. Right on. This gives us the chance we need to find that Ouroborous clown and bury her. My guess is that our suspect must be concealing herself in the region's more remote areas. That gives us a huge amount of ground to cover. Yeah. Wellington's region isn't that big, but just the 7 of us can't search the whole thing with a fine-tooth comb. I wonder if there's anything specific we should do. Well, on that note, how about I press gang you into helping with the evacuation of civilians to the city? Huh? Evacuating? It seems all but certain that the comas occur within the fog. And now the fog's reach is growing. Like I said, we received word earlier that it's reached the Malga mine. And it's also reached the Purcell farm. The Purcell farm too now? I see. So we need to bring the Purcells and the miners back into the city, where the army unit can keep them safe then. Yes. You can consider it a guild-assigned mission, pay and all. Think you could do that before you go for them? What? Think you could go... Where am I getting these words from? Think you could do that before you go looking for them? Keeping the civvies safe does take priority, I guess. As I remember, the mine is some distance from the city, yes? It sounds like the same is true of this Purcell farm. If that's the case, it would be wise to split into 2 groups. We needn't take all 7 of us to one location. As much as I'm sure Will and Sherry Purcell would love to see a small army of braces show up at their door, I agree. Well, speaking of which, can we go to the farm then? It's, run by the family of an old friend. Ah, I see. Agate, Olivia and I will evacuate the mine then. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Come on, let's go haul Blondie out of bed. There he is. Haul me out of bed? What cruel summoning is this? Ah, you're awake. Why are you strumming your lute? Ah, my rose. But the warble, The weather casts a pall on men's hearts this day. Pall? Pale? I thought to perhaps brighten the mood a little with a lovely serenade. Consider it a ray of sunshine, pacing through the gloom courtesy of Olivia Lenheim. How the hell can you be so cheery so early? Does sound like you were actually doing your part out there, though. I'll admit, you can be a good guy when you want to be, Olivia. Indeed. Well done. I merely did my duty as a gentleman and defender of love. To be honest, I had thought about stopping by Estelle's home while I was on patrol for a visit. But the fog was so dense I could barely even find the city gate. It was a tragedy, I tell you. Seriously? Just when I was reversing my opinion of you? Let me get Olivia up to speed. A very bracer-like mission, Very well. Allow me to help. Come, this is the way to the farm with the fair lady. We said you're coming with us. The hell are you getting it on wrong on purpose at this point? Oh, I did not realize you wanted me so badly, Ackett. Why, if you keep being that forceful, you'll scare me away, my lover. Okay, hang on, I am not your... Lover, I didn't know you were... Tita, don't listen to a word he says, okay? Well, so much for any hope of taking this job seriously. It's better than being too serious. Anyway, if we fulfilled our tomfoolery quotation for the day, we really should get to work. Yeah, we should, really. We're off to the mine then. Farewell for now, fair ladies. Right, so we should get to the Purcell farm on the double. After you, Estelle. Hey, Estelle, you said a friend of yours lives there, right? Uh-huh. She's an old friend from Sunday school named Theo Purcell. She lives out there with the rest of her family. Her grandfather, Franz, her grandmother, Hannah, and her twin siblings, Will and Cherie. We will be escorting miners, not counting Tita, since she's armed, so we'll have to stay alert on this one. Well, we're off, Ina. Good luck out there. I call this a job well done. Let me know if you finish any more requests on the board, alright? Wait, I was gonna say, like, there was nothing on the board, like, where was the board? Fishing spots, we've still got that going on, haven't we? Right, so I think we should end this part here, and in the next part, do the rounds once again. Because it's that situation, isn't it? Your job is to help evacuate everyone at Purcell Farm. Been a while since you visited, right? Remember to turn south once you've gone west on the Milsh Main Road. Fog's gotten even worse since yesterday. It's nearly impossible to see through. I know you might think you know the way, but the fog won't make it easy on you. Proceed with caution. Yes, caution would be good during this. A dog's nose sort of thing. Been a while since you visited the farm, isn't it? Remember to turn south once you've gone west on the Milsh Main Road. The fog out there is just awful, so easy to navigate. Proceed with caution. Okay. Right, so yes, there's Kitty. We're going to end this part here, and in the next part, we'll do the rounds. Ta-ta for now.